All right, what's going on YouTube? So today I want to break down the trade that we took today on May 10th. I was supposed to record this a lot earlier, but things happen, they get distracted, stuff like that. Um okay, cool. So, I ain't mean to do that. As you can see from the recap video earlier, I was talking about expecting it to definitely take out some liquidity. Show you on the 15-minute time frame. So about right here, it showed the buy side liquidity, and I had a block here that showed the breaker block. Right from here, this candle to this candle, I had a block here that was simply just basically a breaker block, and I can draw it with this measure so you can know what I'm looking at. From here to here, I had the breaker block sequence, and in the middle, exactly where that line is where I had an entry. Now before 8:30, right? Because 8:30 was CPI news. Before 8:30, it was heading down. It was breaking this low down here. It was breaking these lows down here before 8:30, and instantly I had a feeling I didn't place any limit orders, anything like that. No, because I knew news was at 8:30. So, I just waited to see what 8:30 was gonna do, and I had a strong feeling that at 8:30 it was gonna take out a lot of buy side liquidity, not just this one, but potentially this one and this one. Well, it did a little bit more than that. It took out every single last one, right? Stopping out all these people who were in, people who sold up here and had their SLs up here got stopped. People who sold here had their SLs above here got stopped. So it took out a lot of orders, right? Look at NZD USD, right? Did the same exact move. So, right? So instantly, as soon as this happened, first thing I did was I came down to the 5 minute. Right, I didn't see anything. Dropped down to the 3 minute. Didn't see anything. None of these happened. This move happened right here, right? And I had placed a little order for about like 25% to see what the market was putting on, what the market was doing. My bad. Right here, I had sold on this candle right here. I had sold on this little bearish order block right here. Well, not really bearish order block. I had sold right here to kind of see what is going to happen. What direction is this market going to take? Is it completely done with this bullish uprising, and has it taken out enough stops, or is it going to continue going for stops? Immediately, I got my stop taken out. So I came to the conclusion that it was going all the way up here to take out these stops. As you can see the line right here. Came up here, took out the stops, right? I decided at like around 8:40, I decided to come back around the market around 9, right? I came at 15 minutes later, and this happened. Came up, right? Broke lows and formed all types of fair value gaps in the 1 minute, right? So my entry was based off this fair value gap right here, as you can see. It's based off this fair value gap right here, simply because, okay, cool, I already knew, first of all, my daily bias is bearish for the week, so I'm looking for straight sell opportunities, and I knew that this news move was the best thing that could have happened for me, because it took out a lot of sell stops, and it took out a lot of buy stops, and buy stops, not sell stops, buy stops. Took out a lot of buy stops, clicking in a lot of buy orders. So I felt great knowing that it just did that before 9. And when it gave me a sit up at 9, I had recently put in my Apple notes that what I was noticing is time is important. The earlier the setup happens, the better, right? So I was looking at that and gave my setup around 9, right? I entered in as soon as it tapped into this fair value gap here. I didn't wait for the most extreme fair value gap. None of that. I waited for the most recent one right here because it didn't matter to me anymore, right? Because my TP was gonna be big no matter what. If I would have waited up here to be greedy, I wouldn't even got into the trade, right? So place my stops right here, right above here. Place my stops, and got in right here, and I placed my TP right under here because, to be honest, it was the easiest thing, easiest possible TP hit. It was under the 50%, plus it was, just right under liquidity, so I know it was gonna come take that out and keep going a little bit. And then that's exactly what it did. Closed 25% of my trade here after it took out this first low. And then it closed the other 25% right here after it took out or after it filled these imbalances right here, and it came up to this order block here. And then I let the trade do what it do. Ran, gave me a nice 3-1. But yeah, that was my analysis for the trade today. This is my daily recap. Until next time.